This is San Diego News Daily.
I'm Monica Dean. Let's get right into your top local stories. NBC7 is learning new information about the man accused of setting this San Marcos home on fire over the weekend, killing 2 people inside. Sheriff's homicide investigators say the man who set that fire was actually living there. They arrested Luis Alvarado yesterday, and they say he was renting a room at the house. Flames destroyed most of the second floor of the home Saturday night, and firefighters found the bodies of 2 people in the debris. Our NBC7 I-team checked court records and learned Alvarado has been charged with threatening a former landlord in Carlsbad and for also trying to stab his 3 roommates at another rented property in Oceanside. The court merged the cases and opted to send him into a mental health diversion program, which involved taking medication and seeing a psychotherapist. 2 weeks before the fire, the court cleared Alvarado to continue the program. NBC7 reached out to the DA's office about Alvarado's status. They told us while they can't comment on an ongoing case, quote, the current mental health diversion law provides few legal grounds for DAs to oppose, and the law is not balanced with public safety. This is why the district attorney is actively supporting legislation that is pending in Sacramento to change the law so that DAs can make effective legal objections that better protect victims and community. Alvarado is expected to be arraigned on Thursday. A California appeals court has overturned a conviction against a former teacher at Granite Hills High School related to sexual misconduct involving an underage former female student. Gerald Lopez was found guilty in 2024 of a felony count of possessing child sexual abuse material and a misdemeanor count of annoying or molesting a child. He received a 6-month suspended jail sentence plus probation. However, the court found there was insufficient evidence to support the child sexual abuse material conviction, saying the jury was allowed to hear days of irrelevant testimony. But while the misdemeanor count was vacated because of the testimony, the court said Lopez may be retried on that count. Santee is the latest city here in San Diego to crack down on e-bike violations with stricter enforcement policies. But some neighbors say riders are not following safety rules. Earlier this month, some neighbors said someone on an e-bike, look, ran his doorbell right here, then popped a wheelie and rode off with a group of bikers. He says he's worried that these groups may take these things even further, possibly with some very serious consequences.
Next time it may not be. They may realize they can push the boundary a little bit and decide to come into somebody's house, and then it's a whole nother issue. The homeowner could be armed, come out, and these kids could unfortunately meet the wrong homeowner. I mean, it's concerning.
Last week, the Sheriff's Department conducted an e-bike enforcement operation. Deputies issued 12 citations and confiscated 10 electric motorcycles. They also handed out educational materials to about 100 riders and parents. There was some confusion in Coronado over the weekend as to whether or not the water was safe. The county says some areas are now back open after a sewage contamination closed it down, but other stretches of the beach remain closed because bacteria levels in the water are still too high. Our crews broke the news to one visitor who suddenly changed his plans.
It's kind of fresh though, so I wanted to walk around like maybe on the water, but now that I know that, maybe not really.
It makes you think twice, doesn't it? You can always check on the water quality by visiting the county's website, sdbeachinfo.com. Not quite beach weather today. Chief Meteorologist Sheena Parveen joins us now with a look at your forecast. Hi, Sheena.
Hi there. As we head through the afternoon, we're going to stay cloudy, also dry, upper 60s coast, around 70 for the Inland Valley. So it is going to be cooler this afternoon, especially compared to all the heat we've had lately. Today's going to be the coolest day in a while. Mountains will be breezy, so will the deserts, and then windy later tonight with a wind advisory. Also overnight, that's when the rain chance will go up. So mostly after 10 p.m., we'll see some light showers move through. For much of the county, this is going to be around midnight while many of you are sleeping, but then it'll be gone by the morning commute tomorrow. Tomorrow's still cool, more sun. Thursday still cool, and then for the weekend inland, we're going to be warming back into the 80s. Your 10 days coming up.
Nice. Thank you, Sheena. Today, people are honoring what used to be known across the nation as Cesar Chavez Day. It is now called Farm Workers Day. The latest on efforts to erase the civil rights leader's name from the history books. That's coming up next. Stay with us.
We are rolling. You're left, I'm sorry.
Let's do this.
Where do you get your information from? Well, definitely start with the local news.
The reason why I love listening to local news like NBC, they give the facts.
California families could feel
They have a genuine interest, first as people and second as a news team.
Because this is their community too.
Sometimes the news isn't always fun. Bringing it to us every day in good and bad times is something that we rely on.
Nice to have you with us.
This is San Diego News Daily.
I'm Monica Dean. Welcome back. Today, California is observing its first ever Farm Workers Day, once known as Cesar Chavez Day. It's just one part of the latest movement to erase Chavez's name from memorials nationwide. This comes after sex abuse allegations surfaced against the late civil rights leader. Mayor Todd Gloria signed an executive order to remove his name from all city assets, including schools and parkways. San Diego Unified voted last week to rename Cesar Chavez Elementary in Southcrest.
When we have a situation that involves abuse of anybody, but particularly abuse of children, we simply can't continue to honor that name.
City and county public offices are still closed today for the holiday. Safe to say pretty much everyone is feeling the pinch of all these rising gas prices. Well, it is perfect timing for a few local nonprofits to be awarded electric vehicles through a grant program. NBC7's Nicole Gomez has that story from Serving Seniors downtown.
Well, every day, older San Diegans depend on Serving Seniors for their meal delivery because they're homebound. Well, now the organization will be able to do that and save some money. This morning, Serving Seniors, along with the Chicano Federation and Healthy Day Partners, were all awarded electric vehicles through a grant program with Citizens Energy and SDG&E. The event celebrated the nonprofits and their impact on disadvantaged communities in San Diego County. With the vehicles, the groups will be able to expand meal delivery, community health initiatives, and food access while reducing emissions in communities that already have higher pollution. Serving Seniors delivers 1.5 million meals annually, so the vans will definitely be put to use.
Serving Seniors does have an aging fleet of 40 vehicles, and gas prices have gone up. Repairs and maintenance continue to increase. This will enable us to save energy, decrease costs, and really ensure that we are committing to a sustainable energy and future, not just for our seniors today, but for generations ahead.
Serving Seniors hopes to go fully electric in the decades to come, and they've already installed solar at several locations. Reporting downtown, Nicole Gomez, NBC7.
This morning, the national average for gas prices in the U.S. hit $4, up from nearly $3 last month. And as we know, we usually see a higher average here in California. It is $5.88 for a gallon of regular. Compare that to $4.64 just a month ago. The average in San Diego now sits at $5.95 versus $4.68 last month. Chief Meteorologist Sheena Parveen will have a look at your weather forecast right after this.
On January 22nd, I got a phone call from my daughter.
Rolling.
All right. She said, "Mom, the water's already waist high." And we were all scrambling.
There's been 2 wildfires that have come through. We were able to watch NBC7, and we knew that as long as they were there, we were going to be okay.
We're going to be here. We're going to keep an eye on things.
Because of you guys, they acted.
This is the source of all of this neighborhood's problems.
Everything can be so unpredictable, and we rely on this coverage.
And that's a tornado warning. Hi there, I'm NBC7 meteorologist Sheena Parveen. Today is going to be cloudy and cool. Upper 60s for the coast, around 70. Inland mountains, deserts will be cooler and breezy, and then windy tonight with a wind advisory there. Showers overnight, just some light rain through the overnight hours, and then drying up just in time for Wednesday. Wednesday is going to be cool, but more sunshine. Thursday, more clouds and cool. Friday, we warm back up. Look at the weekend. That's your Easter weekend. Unseasonably warm but dry, around 80 for the coast. Mid-80s inland, mountains and deserts will be also warming up just in time for Easter Sunday.
There's that little bunny. NBC7 and Telemundo 20 are supporting our schools. We're making it easier than ever for you to help San Diego County students get the tools they need for a great education. You can choose the school, project, and how much you want to give. Visit NBC7.com/community or scan the QR code to explore classroom projects right in your neighborhood. And of course, more coverage you count on at NBC7.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. See you this afternoon.